Welcome to the channel. This is a casual ride we're going on today. A little ride up the coast. It's a little bit cold, currently 18 degrees, time being the 11 minutes past 11 on the 19th of June, Saturday morning. Forecast no rain today, so at least we're not going to get wet. What do you reckon to that, Catherine? No wet?
Yeah, well that's good, because we were very wet when we got home after the last ride.
The ride to Bindoon?
Yeah, should have taken the waterproof onesies, as I said. And it'd have been lovely and dry and warm. It was, I was freezing and soaking wet.
Oh dear. And that's what wasn't seen on the last video to Bindoon. Because the bad weather was starting to hit us, we just stopped recording. So that really wasn't seen in the last video, but we did get rather wet and not having any wets on, as Catherine mentioned. So even though it's forecast no rain today whatsoever, it's really quite cloudy. Some blue skies, but rather cold. Howdo. So there's always bikers on the ocean front. So we have a competition, Catherine, and guess how many bikers we see. So we're not going to include those two there, and I think those were the first bikers we've come to. How many are you going to guess as to how many bikers we're going to see by the time this video ends?
Video ends? Well, what about saying from now till Hillary's roundabout?
Okay, we'll say from now till Hillary's roundabout. I'm going to say 9, not quite double figures.
I'm going to say 3.
And we're not including those back there, no?
No.
Yeah,
no.
so 3 bikers to my 9.
Yeah. Did you get a nod off the guy on Odin Road? The red bike? The red bike or helmet?
I can't say I noticed a biker on Odin Road.
Not long after you turned out.
No. Oh yeah, him, yeah. I think so. I'm not sure if I've imagined him now.
I hope you're still out there, Mr. Imagined.
And if you are, stay safe.
Yeah.
So the day's planned out today for a change. Our weekends can be quite casual, but today, after we've been on this ride, I'll be setting off to an Apple store to potentially buy something to make my iPad Pro work with different hubs. They're called hub adapters, and I don't know if that's going to work, so hence I'm going to be in the Apple store asking them to open a box of one and let me test it out. I don't know if that's going to happen, but I'm going to try it. And as for Catherine, Bronte has a new little friend who's a neighbour just down the way. She's recently moved in. Howdo. Howdo. And this little doggy is called Sky. She was actually in the UK for a length of time, 1.5 years. Got caught or stuck over there due to the COVID. So for whatever reason, her mum took her over to the UK roughly 2 years ago, I think it was, and then mum came back 6 months ago and finally was able to bring Sky over. So the new neighbours, and we're just sort of introducing our dog Bronte to Sky. So they've met before and we're good together. So we're hoping they're going to be good again this afternoon, so they can be maybe forever friends. Have you got anything else to add to that, Catherine?
Well, what you haven't said is Sky's blind, so I don't know whether she's up for playing. Bronte usually likes a bit of a rustle-tussle run around, doesn't she, with doggies? So when they're off the lead, they are going to be in Sky's home. It's going to be interesting to see what they're like together.
Yeah, because that's on the back of Bronte's other little friend, who is called Sid. And because we think, because she knows she's older than Sid, that she has to lay the law down as she's the boss, but that's Sid's home. So when Bronte goes to visit, she doesn't seem to recognise that's Sid's home, and she's laying down the law, saying, I'm boss, I'm getting on top of you, I'm the dominant dog. So they end up fighting. So we've seen a very different side to Bronte due to her little visits to see Sid. So we cannot have her doing anything like that. As per mentioned, Catherine, the visit in this Sky, she's blind, and she's also got a bad back as well. Poor thing, at the age of 2 also broke her back. So I think, is she 11 years of age now, you say, Catherine?
I think 11, yeah.
So Bronte has to recognise that Sky is not to be jumped on. And when you said Hillary's roundabout, did you mean this one up here? Because I don't think we're going to maybe go further on
that
to
one
where the
back there. That one back
okay.
there.
I said for the video, you saw that stretch. I'm not surprised you said 3. Gee, and there was actually 2, wasn't there?
2.
So okay.
I nearly said 2 and then 3 came into my head. So
well, we'll go with that then. Catherine won, and you're the prize owner of Beggar All.
Happy days.
I'll buy you a milkshake from the Apple Store.
Where I won't be.
Where it won't be, no.
Where I won't be.
Well, you won't be either, no. So there'll be no apples, no Apple Store for you, and no milkshake for you. So we haven't been up this way for a wee while, and they're doing some roadworks, or they were doing roadworks, and extending some lane and putting in or removing a roundabout maybe. So we'll just take a look at that. Well, I can't say I'm warming up. Still feel rather cold.
Very tips of my fingers, particularly my right hand, are just beginning to feel a little bit chilly.
And that's the it's not a heavy wind, but it is cold. There's a cold breeze, and yeah, you feel it. But this is winter in Perth, Western Australia. Apart from heavy rains, this is pretty much as bad as it gets. So we can't really grumble. But we did.
Interestingly, the cutouts have now seemed to have stopped.
Yeah, it's improved, hasn't it?
Yeah.
Just as we were doing tests before we got the video going, we had a few issues with dropouts on the car doors, which isn't that often, and we haven't worked out why. So anyhow, it's improved, so we're happy enough with that. So this is the new road system they've got going here. I don't know whether this is 2 lanes or 1 big lane. Looks like it's just 1 big lane with a cycle path to the left there.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is.
And then I think they've kept, I'm going to go left here as well, Catherine. I think they kept pretty much the layout as it is in relation to this roundabout. They've just widened it up, haven't they?
Yeah.
And I think they finished it by putting some markers down. They spend some brass on roads here in Perth. There's always roadwork
Egypt
somewhere.
behind us here who wants to just come past.
Okay, I'll just pull over and let him through. Right, going on cycle path, that's for cyclists. Oh, he's finished work though, hasn't he? So he's got beer o'clock on his mind.
Just barged on through, you know.
So would you say he's an inconsiderate driver or just a clown? So would you say he's an inconsiderate driver, Catherine, or is he a clown? Is there anybody there? Have we dropped out? How do? So we've actually lost a camera as well, as in no feed. One camera down. Are we connected, Catherine? Catherine? Catherine, we've lost connection. This thing stopped working. Is mine on, Catherine? Is mine on? It's off. On. Yeah. Are we back home? Are we on now?
Hello, Pet Talk Gold, DMC, intercom, mode. Mobile phone, 1, connected.
Are we on? Are we on now?
DMC, intercom, mode.
Are we on?
Hello, Pet Talk Gold, DMC, intercom, mode. Mobile phone, 1, connected.
My God, what?
We're
What
over
a
together.
woman.
What, coming in the wrong way
Yeah.
or?
Well,
Yeah.
that's
They
a
came
guy.
in, didn't they?
What
But-
on earth, they came in.
Right, whatever. So I've lost this camera completely. It says one camera on. What's the point of that? What have they done here? These clowns.
Yeah,
You know,
he's driving
Look,
around like
look.
riding like a twit.
kids. I've got 4 GoPros showing here. I've only got 3. So we're still on, aren't we, me and you?
Yeah.
Good. God knows what happened there. Powering on. 8 black. Camera found. Okay, good. Right, we're back on. Okay. And welcome back. So a bit of a fail on the helmet cam. I think I've lost predominantly most of that video, the stuff you haven't seen. Never mind. I'd have made do amended with 2 videos or 2 cameras. The one off the chest, the Chatty, and the rear mount. Now I'm going to actually have to slow up here. How do? Because Catherine unfortunately didn't get out of the roundabout. We suddenly had a rush on of cars coming through as I came out on the roundabout. Yeah, she's just a couple of cars behind. I will pull in here. Are we still on, Catherine?
Yeah.
Good. So we also lost connectivity as well with our cardos, which is really strange. Having previously praised how good they are, of late we've seemed to have had a few issues. We've had some cutouts, as we did mention, but I don't think was recorded that you've seen because of this camera may be packing up, but it would be over the audio from this front camera, so we'd have had something about that. And yeah, we just suddenly cut out as well, as if one of our units turned off. We're both fully, well, mine was fully powered and Catherine's was 80% powered up, so plenty of charge. So a bit of a mystery. It's actually warmed up a little bit. It's now 19 degrees. And we're just going to head back and make us way home. But yeah, this is obviously 2 lanes here now. I'm going to go over to the left, Catherine. Here's some sort of marking. And then it thins out to one road. I think it was just a one track before as well, wasn't it, this road?
Yeah. I think it's just the cycling lane that's new, isn't it?
Yeah, I think they've put that one in, yeah. Which is good. It encourages people to get out on their bikes, bicycles, and get on the old push irons.
It is very popular, isn't it, cycling out, certainly here in WA, probably Australia-wide.
Yeah, and also Perth.
It's, to do with, yeah,
it's flat, isn't it?
A lot of early morning groups go out on cycle runs, and
well,
there's older groups as well.
But you mean the more serious cyclists, like you say, those
yeah,
in
serious,
teams, yeah. Yeah, not casual cyclists. But even casual
like
cycling's popular, like those 2 behind us just then.
They prefer the footpath.
And this is the best day of the weekend. Tomorrow is supposed to be very wet and very cloudy and not very nice. I don't know what we were talking about before it all went pear-shaped.
The guy in the ute came on through, and I said he was stopping off at the Mullaloo
Oh yes,
tavern.
yes, that was
and then
it.
it went quiet.
Yes, and I was asking that would you consider him
Rude.
well, yeah, rude or a clown basically, and it probably be both, won't it?
Yeah.
And in all fairness, I think the standard of driving here in WA isn't too bad, if I'm really being honest. A lot of people are considerate, and even on the bikes there's we haven't had too many issues. So yeah, reasonable consideration to other road users. Some bikers here. How do? How do? How do? I'm going to go left, 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 left. A few classic cars around today. The Hilux is obviously the most classic of the lot. Really though, that little game we played, Catherine, wasn't really fair, was it? I mean, you might as well not have bothered really. It was only up the road.
Yeah.
I was still
I didn't
thinking...
know what journey we were doing. I can't say how many bikes there were. So you said on the whole journey. I didn't even know where we were going to.
Well, they're my rules, so we're sticking to my rules.
Yeah, that was probably it, right?
It's not Simon Says. It's Len Says. Yeah, so apologies for how this first part of the video at least turned out, because I lost that one. I think I got 1 minute and 35 seconds of video recorded on it, and it froze. So that was a bit of a mystery, but not surprising. GoPros can be a little bit temperamental. And this lady you're visiting today, where Sky lives, Catherine, what was she doing beforehand? She was doing, was it a busy bee? How do? How do?
Yeah, a busy bee, yeah.
And I'd never heard of this before, having lived in Australia for, is it 14 years now, combined? 13 years? Something like that. And I'd never heard, 14 years.
I know, yeah.
And I'd never heard of a busy bee meetup. And do you want to explain what a busy bee is, Catherine?
Busy bee is when people get together to do jobs. In her case, it's family, but it could be just friends, you know.
And when you say jobs, you mean household jobs like painting, decorating, yard clearance?
Just, well, it could be any job, I suppose. It could be getting together to make something, I suppose. I haven't looked up the definition of busy bee.
Well, you'd have to have a look at the Aussie dictionary, really, wouldn't you? Don't think it'd be on Google, Wikipedia.
Is that the Macquarie?
The Macquarie Australian Dictionary, the made-up one. Oops, that's where all our Aussie subscribers have now left.
It's good enough for letters and numbers.
Letters and numbers for our UK viewers. is Countdown. So if you remember Countdown from many years ago, not sure if it's still going, Richard Whiteley used to be the host, and the same format, same game. Apparently it was invented by the French. It's a French game show called Letters and Nombres with a slight Mexican twist.
It's a countdown. No, not
Le Countdown.
yeah, that's it.
With a slight Eastern European twist. How do?
Le coup d'une.
You did French when you was at school, didn't you, Catherine?
Yeah, 3 years, I think. But this week I had a French mother come in with her Australian partner and baby for a hearing screen. So I said, oh yeah, all good, very good. I said, oh, is it très bien? In a Yorkshire accent. She was quite impressed.
And what's chez bien?
Très bien, very good.
Oh, chez bien.
Très.
Oh, très bran. Très ban.
Très bien, no, très bien.
Très bien.
Yes, very good. Très bien.
I didn't do French at school. I did German. Sprachen Sie Deutsch?
Nice.
Ich bin Len. So, do you speak German? I am Len. Thank you.
Aren't you Norbert?
That was my name. Norbert was my... because with Len, obviously Len had been an old-fashioned name. There's no close name to Leonard in German. So my school teacher just sort of scratched his head and said, you are Norbert. Unless he was calling me something else. Anyhow, it stuck. I was Norbert for the, I think, 2 years I did German, and then I dropped it for my options. I was only good at Sprachen Sie Deutsch, ich bin Len. I didn't progress much further.
Maybe we only, I'm saying 3 years, but maybe we didn't. Did you do it right from the first year, or did it come in the second year languages?
I think it was second year.
Right, so that was it then, just 2 years for me.
Yeah. And you didn't get past much via, what was it, Treban?
Très bien.
Trebian.
Still know a few more words and I can count a bit. But
Should hope you can.
wouldn't say I'm fluent. Not far off, but
No, yeah. Yeah. The ignorance of being fortunate enough to be born with the use of the English speaking, yeah, you know, English language, because yeah, the whole world pretty much speaks English, so yeah, we're very fortunate that way. And yeah, maybe some people say I struggle speaking English as well with my Yorkshire accent. I hope. Oh well, it seems to be brightening up even more so, which is nice, but we're getting closer to home. Yes, no indicating. Good lad, good lad.
play indicated. Go, go, go.
Lefter, lefter, lefter.
So little Bronte was paddling about wondering what was going on, wasn't she?
Yeah.
She always knows when there's something going on, and obviously thought, oh, it's those things that are in the garage. And they both got those things on their heads.
Well,
she got tucked up on the sofa.
and I've told her we're astronauts. And I think she's
Going to the
believed it.
moon.
Yeah. So she's not expecting us back till about another couple of weeks from our moon visit. Now strangely, I know this camera is recording because it's flashing on and off, but there's no count. It's still saying the 8 black on it. Now I normally can see it's counting, but I'm confident it's recording. But yeah, no, I'm well as confident as I can be. Oh, that lad on the right was speeding. He's probably that same nutter from one of my other videos, you know, when I was at the lights here going out, and he absolutely made me jump. It could have been him because he was on like a red sports bike and he just flashed straight by. So I'm still I'm surprised actually that he's still alive. So after this grey car behind me, I'm gonna go over, okay? So yeah, we've had a very casual ride, and possibly coming across as a very casual video as well, depending on what I can salvage from that first part. And as we approach all this busyness, they're still on with building that onto the left there, shopping centre. I have mentioned before, it's not a brand new shopping centre. There was one previously there. It's just they've extended it, and I think it's about double in size.
I wouldn't be surprised if it's more than double.
Well, it seems ginormous now, doesn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So this area is carrying up. Excuse me. So this place is carrying up, if I haven't mentioned it before, which I don't think I have, but there's a big sign up ahead on the left there, carrying up. That's for the shopping centre. Over 180 specialty stores, Maya, David Jones, Big W and Wally's.
Carrying up would be an Aboriginal name, wouldn't it?
Yeah. We haven't had many dropouts, have we, since coming back down?
I don't think we've had any then. Thing is, I was just saying how much it had got better and letting off, and then suddenly spoke too soon because it went completely, didn't it?
Yeah, even though both units were on, we just totally lost connectivity. So, and then I realised that camera wasn't working as well. So a bit of a nightmare. It's not just press a button on a camera and hey presto, you have a video. There's a lot of work involved, and sometimes technical glitches. I'm going to try and get this guy past me.
Taking the hint. Going straight on anywhere.
So some roadworks going to be happening soon along here.
Or is there?
Well, there was a big sign there saying roadworks soon. I think it gave a date, 21st.
Okay.
So this is our local pub on the right, which isn't really our local pub because we rarely go. But it's possibly the nearest pub to where we live.
Is it called Castle's Bar and Bistro? Down in here.
Yeah, that's quite a new pub what's opened up. Saying quite a new pub, it's probably been open a couple of years now, but that's not too far from us as well. But we, I think we've only been maybe once, twice before, me and you. Alright, well, that was a very casual ride out. And it didn't rain. Most people behave themselves on the road. It's now 12 o'clock. I've got to go to Apple, and Catherine has a busy bee, ex-busy bee meeting. You're actually not going for the busy bee, you're going for the after busy bee meeting. Yeah. Alright, okay, so thanks everyone for watching. That's if we don't get run over here. Thank you. And yes, thanks for watching, and thanks for subscribing, and we'll catch you again in the future. Bye for now.